Capella Tower was built in 1992. At the time it was branded First Bank Place, subsequently 225 South 6th Street, and then ultimately our anchor tenant, Capella University, took the naming rights, hence Capella Tower. And so in an effort to update the building, identify kind of how people's work habits have changed since 1990, we hired Perkins & Will architects and a number of different contractors, including AVI, and endeavored to make the building more functional for the 4,000 some occupants that are in here on a daily basis. So we had a handful of problems. One was the entryway and the presence when you came into the building. The other was some retail spaces that were underneath us, where you see our salon area now. And the third was this atrium area, which is fantastic and open and inviting for something, but nobody would go in there. It was too cavernous. We wanted to create a handful of different spaces down there, some casual, some more formal. So you see the closest to us is the fireplace lounge down there. So there's all different kinds of seating. There's couches, there's those benches surrounding the fireplace, there's tables, there's, you name it, it's kind of down there, and you can organize it however you want with how many people you want. There's the harvest table. It's right next to the big flat screen display. And so we wanted to have one space where people could actually sit down and have a quasi-private meeting, interact with some technology. So there's a flat screen there, there's an opportunity to plug your device in there, wired or wirelessly. There's lighting up above, so you can set the mood for your meeting. There's lighting along the window line that lights up that metal mesh. So there's all kinds of opportunities down there. And then the last one is that, I call it the lava lounge, but it's like the conversation pit. And so you can have a quieter conversation over there, or bring a big group in there and meet in a casual environment. So from the get-go, technology was going to be a huge part of this. Everything from the new directories that we installed to the different flat screens that people can interact with. In the fitness center, we've got big flat screens in there, so you can have health presentations down there in the yoga room. You can have, we've got digital classes that tenants can call up and put on the screens. So all that content is made possible. The highest praise, I guess, is that we never had to tell anybody what to do. The day the walls came down, people just flocked down there, got their coffee, sat down by the fire, and it's November, December, and they're huddled around there, and it was just fantastic, packed right away. And so I think that was the measure of success. So just a good process. We'd be happy to use them again. Absolutely.
What I really loved about it was the flow. I came in and there's a place for me to actually have a 1 or 2 person meeting. There's a place for me to meet with half a dozen people. There's a place for me to be able to go off and be by myself just a little bit. And then the space is very compelling, and yet the technology supports the immediacy of your meeting. So on these tables right here, there's all kinds of connections right here that allow me to be able to put what I have, whether it's my PC or my iPad or my phone, up on the video wall for an ad hoc meeting like that. At the same time, I have the ability to go ahead and grab a quick bite and then chill by the fire too. So it's an awesome space.